So today I'm going to walk you through the entire discovery session as if I were doing discovery for a brand identity client. As I said in one of our last videos, if I do discovery, I do it actually differently for each client as well as the different types of projects that we're working on. So if someone hires us to do a web design project, I'm going to do discovery a little bit different. If it's brand identity, which includes web design or marketing or videography or anything like that, some of the questions and exercises might change. So what I'm going to go through right now is a discovery session as if it were just for a brand identity system for a client who just wants basically a redesigned logo. I prefer to do these in person. Live facilitated sessions are just, the energy is better. I just like to pull the energy from the room. We have sticky note exercises. I'm on the whiteboard. And again, it's just the energy is awesome. I prefer these in person, but COVID has kind of messed everything up to where everything is now virtual. So I'm doing primarily discovery sessions through Zoom. It's very rare now to where I'll do it live in person. But it's actually kind of better because if I do an in-person facilitated session, even though it's the energy's there, it's physical, we're moving around, I have to take pictures of all my notes and then transcribe those notes into the slide deck and then go over that deck with my team. Whereas now on Zoom, it's all digital. I just have my slide deck and I'm just putting my notes directly in there. And so it actually kind of skips a step, which is it's saving a lot of time. So it's depending on whatever you prefer. So the first slide here in this slide deck just says brand identity discovery session and who the client is, who's this for. The very next slide, I just want to get a gauge of who's all here. I've done discovery sessions for as few as one person, as large as 15 to 20 people. The more people that are in the room, the harder it is to herd the cats. So you have to really be good at kind of wrangling people all together. But it's good to get a feel for who's all in the session, their first and last name, as well as their title, because their title, even though it doesn't necessarily speak to exactly how they are, you get a good idea for who's in the room. So the CEO, the chief marketing officer, maybe the department heads, they might be coming from different angles. And so if you know who's all in the room, you can ask certain questions to certain people depending on what their expertise or what their position in the company is. All right, so after I figure out who's all in the room, I want to explain to the whole group what discovery is. This should have already been done. This session would not be happening unless we've already received a deposit. So we've already gone through the sales process, we've created a proposal, we've got sign off on the contract, we've received the deposit, and now we're in discovery. So they should know what discovery is already, but you don't know who's all in the room, and it's also good to repeat it. And so I'd rather be redundant than leave information out. So I just repeat to them what discovery is and what this process is like. And so this slide is really simple. It just says, what is discovery? Discovery is a 4-part framework where we look at 4 different aspects of your brand and we uncover insights that are going to help me and my team come up with the strategy that's going to help us execute whatever creative deliverables we're going to do. So we need to learn about your business, your brand, your audience, and your marketing. Those are the 4 categories of your organization, of your brand that we're looking at. And it's kind of like this. It's, you guys have all the answers. We're not coming in as the subject matter expert on your industry. We're coming in with the right questions to ask, and it's going to feel like a brain dump. You might feel like, man, what does this have to do with anything? Well, it's better to have more information and not need it than wish we had it and we didn't ask it. And so I'm going to ask a ton of questions. You're going to say everything all at once, and what we're going to start to notice is there's common threads between some of the points. And so everybody's coming from different angles. They have different aspects and things that are helpful insights that we could learn about your company. And what I do is I try to see what those common threads are and bring clarity out of it. So it's going to seem like a brain dump, but we'll find out what those common threads are and put them in a logical order. And so it kind of looks like this. I'm going to ask questions, you're going to answer them, we'll document everything, then we'll distill the information, figure out what's the most important stuff that we've talked about, and then that will help us figure out what steps to take next. After I explain what discovery is, I just review the scope real quick, and super simple slide that you should add in here just to recap what it is we're actually doing, what the expectation is. So simple framework is about the client, about the problem, about the goal, and what we're actually doing. And so I just give an example in here of Acme Corporation. Acme Corporation is a fast casual, family-owned deli specializing in local farm-to-table ingredients. We were established in 2005 with 1 location, and we've grown to 13 locations throughout Central California. So that's about the company. The next portion is about the problem. Times have changed and our brand image hasn't kept up with the change. We've also had a hard time keeping consistency across multiple locations with various marketing materials. Again, I'm just making this up, but this is really indicative of some of the things, the challenges that our clients come to us with. And so the goal, we'd like to reposition our brand to feel younger, more vibrant, but established. But so we want to have that young feeling, more vibrant, but still established at the same time. So it's not like a brand new company. We'd like to solidify brand guides in order to promote consistency. We'd like a full design system that can be carried out throughout every experience. In-store decor, sandwich wraps, bags, food products, the app icon, etc. And we'd also like to creatively communicate who we are, incorporating messaging into the rebrand. So I'm assuming that this client doesn't want just an updated logo, they want brand guides and messaging to be included. Acme is hiring Butler Branding to conduct a comprehensive rebrand, including strategy, logo redesign, brand guides, and messaging samples. And so I just state the scope back to the client and I say, okay, is everybody in agreement with that? That's what we're doing. Okay, then here are the deliverables: comprehensive strategy, brand identity system, and brand messaging concepts. And then I include I list what's included in there. After I review the scope and the deliverables, then I want to review the process. Okay, so what is it going to look like? So we're doing where are we in this whole process? What are the next steps? How long is this going to take? And so I show them this slide that shows that we're in the discovery process, or in the discovery phase of the process. After discovery, we're going to develop the strategy and then reveal the strategy to you, which includes design comps and samples. That takes us about 3 weeks. So after today, we're gonna meet up in about 3 weeks, and the next time we meet, we're gonna actually show you our strategy and reveal to you our design concepts. Assuming that we have landed on a concept that you like or would like to maybe refine, then we'll finalize the concept and we'll deliver the brand guides and all the contextual application. That takes about 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how big the project is and how many things we're actually including in the deliverables. And so that's refining and delivery. So the whole process takes about 6 to 8 weeks if we're going to deliver a full brand strategy. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Make sure this content gets out to more people. And if you are a creative entrepreneur and you're looking to level up, maybe you feel stuck, learn from my mistakes. At agency.butlerbranding.com, we have a free webinar that talks about everything I've learned in scaling Butler Branding since we started in 2012. I'm talking about everything I've learned from brand positioning, marketing, sales, strategy, and project management. So learn to level up for free at agency.butlerbranding.com.